Hey everybody, it's Christopher Small, the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Today, I want to talk to you about avoiding a 20% tax to pay a 40% tax. Before we get to that, though, I want to remind you, if you have questions about this or anything else related to estate planning or probate, and you want to talk with us over the phone for free, you can do so by going to cmslawfirm.com. Okay, so I just got an email from a potential client who's on my newsletter list. And I sent a newsletter out last week that talked about the federal estate tax exemption and the fact that it's sunsetting, that you might want to take some steps to utilize that exemption before it expires if you are over the federal estate tax exemption amount, which right now is $12.2 million. We have no idea what it's going to go down to, but people are guessing like around 5, which is what it was before. So if you don't use that $7 million worth of exemption, if you have the assets for it, you will potentially lose it. And what happens is when that exemption amount expires, when it goes down to zero, not down to zero, down to 5 million, 5.5, everything over 5.5 is going to be taxed at 40%. So this person didn't know that or hadn't thought about that. Send me an email asking me about the fact that if you move assets into an irrevocable trust, if you gift them over, then they retain their original tax basis. So if they are ever sold in the future, you have to pay capital gains tax on any appreciation on that asset. For example, if you own a piece of real estate and you bought it at $100,000 and you move it into an irrevocable trust, it will retain that tax basis of $100,000. If you sell it out of that irrevocable trust in 20 years and it's now worth $1 million, then you're going to pay capital gains tax on that $900,000 of appreciation. If you would keep that house in your estate and you died and it was transferred over, you would get a step up in basis to today's rate, which is $1 million, and you wouldn't have to pay any capital gains tax. However, if those assets are in your estate, let's say your estate is at $5.5 million after the sunset, and with this house, it goes to $6.5 million. Instead of paying 20% tax on the $900,000 of gain, you would pay 40% tax on the entire million. So the math doesn't exactly work out. So you have to be very careful when it comes to these tax problems. And when you look at the situations that you're not sort of missing the forest for the trees, it's very, very easy to do. The way I do it often is just to write down all of these different scenarios and just see how the math pencils out, because often you'll get very different calculations, very different conclusions based on where you move things around to. Okay, so I wanted to talk about that real quick, just to sort of give you a heads up. If that's something that you were thinking about, you have to remember the capital gains tax rates, the estate tax rates. You also have to remember, if you're in Washington State, that the Washington State estate tax rates are also different. So sometimes it's better to pay some Washington State estate tax than to move assets out of your estate and pay capital gains, because the Washington State estate tax amount is less than the capital gains tax rate. This is why you hire people like me, to help you figure these things out, give you the options that are available, and then allow you to choose the option that best fits your needs, your values, your monetary policy, and all those other things. Okay, so hopefully this made sense. If it did, maybe hit the like button. If you are someplace you can subscribe, you don't want to miss future videos, subscribe. If you, I don't know, if you have a question or comment, leave it, I will answer it. And if you have specific questions about estate planning or probate and you want to talk with us over the phone for free, you can do so by going to cmslawfirm.com. All right, that is it. As always, I am Christopher Small. I am the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Appreciate you, and I will talk to you again soon.